Moving on, Intel got a huge windfall from the federal government today. Tens of billions of dollars to spur the building of chip manufacturing plants here in America. It includes money to renovate and expand in Hillsboro as well. We're going to spend a little extra time on this for a couple of reasons. First, Intel is Oregon's largest private employer with roughly 23,000 jobs here. Second, they are the leading edge of bringing back chip manufacturing to the U.S., which is huge for both Oregon and the nation at large. First, let's take a look at what did happen. The Biden administration, using the CHIPS Act, granted Intel $8.5 billion in grants for expansions. It's also making $11 billion available in loans, and Intel will get another $25 billion from tax credits for their building investments. So the grand total could be above $44 billion. Now, let's talk for a moment about Intel's impact on Oregon's economy. It's huge. For example, Intel reports that in 2020, they spent $4 billion in Oregon with about 500 different suppliers scattered around the state. So, you know, when Intel gets a cold, Oregon gets the flu. And it's good when Intel is healthy. Intel now says that it will invest $100 billion in the U.S. over the next 5 years, and more than a third of that, $36 billion, is going into Hillsboro. Hillsboro's mayor says the company is a huge economic engine.
You can see that how well Intel has been doing, and it's no coincidence. It's the state economy and the state revenue has been high. You know, the good jobs that are created at Intel send a lot of income taxes down to Salem. And, you know, you saw the kicker that we're getting back, and that's in no small part due to the economic investment, the development that we do as a city, the county does, and also, you know, this is how we reap the rewards statewide.
Mayor Callaway had a reaction to the news that I suspect happened in many areas of the country where Intel is located today.
I'm delighted. I'm thrilled for the nation and our national security. I'm happy for the state of Oregon, happy for Hillsboro. I think it's just a great win-win-win situation all the way around.
Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger lobbied hard for that CHIPS money. Today in Arizona, he said it is important to bring manufacturing back to American soil.
You know, and today is a victory for Americans' national economy, but also our national security. It's a victory for American innovation, and it's a victory for the American people and our collective future. Because in our modern world, everything relies on chips. Every aspect of humanity is going digital and relies on chips. And their production shapes the future of all of humanity. The world we know and the world we are creating for our generations to come, our kids and grandkids and their children. It is all built upon this magic of silicon. All of us at Intel believe that restoring our nation's leadership in semiconductors is more than just an opportunity, more than just a responsibility. It's our calling. This is what we were built for as a company. This is what we do. And we have already announced plans to invest more than $100 billion in the U.S. over a 5-year period.
It's a whole lot of money. Intel said that money will be used for projects across 4 states. In Arizona, it will build 2 new leading-edge logic fabs. In Ohio, it will build 2 more of those leading-edge logic fabs. In New Mexico, it's turning 2 fabs into advanced packaging facilities. And in Oregon, the company said this money will expand and modernize facilities to increase clean room capacity and also to utilize advanced lithography equipment. Now, those investments are expected to create more than 10,000 manufacturing jobs at various Intel campuses and provide jobs for 20,000 construction workers. So, yeah, huge deal. Also in Arizona, that big announcement, Gina Raimondo, the Secretary of Commerce, she said that Intel is getting the most money of any company in the CHIPS program, and she pointed out that the U.S. currently makes 0% of the leading edge chips in the U.S. She wants that to grow to 20% in the next 6 years.
The truth is, you know this, we lead the world in the design of chips. We lead the world in the design of AI chips and AI and systems. And then we ship our designs to a couple companies in a couple countries in Asia. And we're utterly reliant. And that is not sustainable. It's not safe. It's not enabling us to be strong. It's unacceptable. And today we say we're changing the course. We are changing that course. And we're beginning a new course to revitalize the semiconductor industry, an industry that was started in the United States of America. And we're going to lead again in the United States of America, including foundry, making the best chips in the world with American workers in the United States of America.
All right, well, this was such a big deal that President Biden flew to Arizona to take part in the announcement. He had plenty of praise for Intel.
And right here in the United States, Intel is committed to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2040, and using 100% renewable electricity to power these fabs. And there's more, because this isn't just about investing in America. It's about investing in America, the American people as well. That's why we're dedicating $50 million of CHIPS funding to partner with Intel and community stakeholders like community colleges, state and local governments, labor unions and universities to train a new generation of workers for the semiconductor industry. That way, people don't have to leave their hometowns to get good paying jobs and support their families.
So, a huge day, not just for Intel, but also for Oregon and for 3 other states as well. By the way, I'm currently working on a story involving that huge new lithography machine being built at Intel in Hillsboro. Should be ready by next month. You will be amazed by the technology involved there. Stay tuned for that in the coming weeks.